Live from Studio Place in the heart of Brentwood Gardens in Los Angeles, California, it's The Michelle Show, starring Michelle Murad.
Why is it doing that? Thank you, Live.
Live from Studio Place in the heart of Brentwood Gardens in Los Angeles, California, it's The Michelle Show, starring Michelle Murad.
Welcome to the show. I'm Michelle Murad. If you're just tuning in for the very first time, welcome to our show. We are live here right outside of Studio Place in Los Angeles, California, in Brentwood Gardens. I got the chat. Want to connect with you and see how your Monday is going. Today is Monday, September 18th, 2023. We're so happy you're outside the studio with me. We got Andy Wallman. It is just me today, so you're welcome. We have an epic show, though. We have incredible guests all week long. We have incredible people, authors, licensed marriage family therapists. We have incredible people, and a very special shout out to my buddies over at Blackwater. Today I am drinking the Calabasas Apple. It's a great sparkling water drink. It improves your gut health and all that great stuff. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I got the chat. Want to connect with you. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook. For everything ever all at once. And we're so glad that you're here for the journey. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and I want to connect with you. Andy Wallman, we need your help to pull this up. All is well in the universe. Drew Barrymore. television, and everyone went crazy. Her Instagram was flooded. It was like, Drew, we love you. Don't do this to your reputation. And I'm so glad that she continued to say that she is not going to return. She has halted the return and said that she has listened to everyone that reached out to her and that she is sorry that she offended anyone. Drew, I am so happy you listened and you learned and all is well in the world. Let's get out of that, Andy Wallman. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I got the chat. Want to connect with you. Talk about women doing incredible things. This is from my buddy Chicks in the Office. Katy Perry sells master records for $225 million. What? Katy Perry, I had no idea. 225 million. Amazing. She is a firework. Did you get that? You like that joke? I wrote that one especially for you. Speaking of jokes, look how cute this is. This is from our buddy at Raising Kids. This is super cute. This mom filmed her son washing dishes, and she said to his future wife, "You're welcome." Look at that little guy go. Can you see him go? You see him? Did he freeze on your end? Look at this guy. Look. If that was my future husband and I was of that, like a little baby, never mind. That's adorable. It's super cute. Getting out of that. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I got the chat and want to connect with you and see how your Monday is going. How is Monday treating you? Treating you. What can I bring up for you that's fun and interesting and exciting? Fun news all around. This is crazy. Andy, pull this up for me, please. This is from our buddies over at the USA Today Network. A small group of men helped a beached mako shark return to water. This is wild. I don't know if I would have the strength to do this, but these are a couple of guys that are helping this beached shark, a beach shark, get back into the water. Look at this thing. This is real. This is very real. Take a look. Look at this. Oh my gosh. You can follow this at the USA Today Network as well. They're on Instagram. This is just acts of kindness going to the next level. I don't know if I'm that kind. I think I would be afraid. I think I would be too scared. But glad that you're not too scared. And thanks for tuning in and being part of the brand new show here outside of Studio Place in Los Angeles, California. Content Creation Station, where you too can have your own show or podcast. You just go to productions@studioplacela.com if you're interested, and we'll connect with you and see if that is a thing for you to put together a show. Pull this up, Andy Wallman, please. This is from my friends at Puppety. A rare ring of fire eclipse will be visible in the U.S. for the first time in over a decade. Apparently, you'll be able to see this in Texas. A rare ring of fire eclipse will be visible in the U.S. for the first time in over a decade. The exciting solar event will travel across the United States during October from Oregon to Texas. Sounds like a road trip. Also known as annular solar eclipse, NASA has announced everyone in the contiguous 48 states will have the opportunity to see at least a partial eclipse, and the event will commence on October 14th at 12:13 p.m. Eastern Time in Oregon and will conclude just 3 hours later in Texas. 8 states will be in the path of the eclipse: Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and Texas. If you're in that area, make sure to check it out. I love great things. And where'd you go? Come back, Auntie Wallman. I love great things. This is from my buddies at Entertainment Tonight. That is our buddy Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde giving each other high fives. Listen, whoever says exes can't be friends, let's look at this photo. They can be friends. You can be friends with your ex. Get out of that. We'll get out of that. I'm going to put my shades on. Listen, if you're watching the show on Amazon Live, you too can get these epic Gucci glasses. They say love is blind, and they're epic. You can get them. You can get them in the carousel down below. I believe these are $329.99. But yeah, they're super cool. I'm gonna wear them for the time being. I had a problem with this. I used to date this guy in high school. I mean, no longer. We dated in high school, and I was a little bigger than him, and I remember putting my leg up next to him watching a movie, and I felt very uncomfortable. This is from my friends over at The Female Lead on Instagram, and I love what they did here. It's okay to be bigger than your partner. Look at that. Bigger, smaller, it's all good. It's all good. I keep seeing this and I love it. Thought I'd add it to with a couple of other pictures that illustrate. Yes, which is super, super cool. And I love this. So it's okay to be bigger than your partner. It's okay. It's okay. Love is all sizes. Speaking of love, Andy Waldman, pull this up, please. Chrissy Teigen and John Legend said, "I do" again. The pair said their vows, renewed their vows, 10 years. They've been together for 10 years. I love it. They did it in Lake Como, Italy, the same location they tied the knot 10 years ago. I think that's adorable. And Chrissy Teigen sticking her tongue out. Look, nothing says I do like sticking your tongue out. Yep, there you go. Gotta love it, gotta love it. And this is super cute from my friends over at Entertainment Tonight. This is Kirsten, is it Kirsten Dunst. She said, has no clue his mom was MJ. Look how cute. He's holding a little Spider-Man. Look at that. I love that. He has no clue, and I love that. I love kids. I think they're awesome. This is super, super cute. This is brought to us by our buddy over at E! News. The bride said yes to the most. Look at this. Special dresses. Her mom made all the dresses. She made her dress. She made her. Look at that dress. What? That's beautiful. She also made the bridesmaid dresses. She also made, look at this. Wow, mom, what a good mom. Let's get out of that, Good news here on the Michelle Show. This is Steve Buscemi. Did you know this? I didn't know this. He was a New York City fireman before becoming famous, and he returned to help in 9/11. Did you know this? I didn't know this. Andy, did you know this? I didn't know. But now you know. Who's the rapper says, if you don't know, now you know? Is that Biggie? I'm not quite sure. Maybe go up to Gemma Damare upstairs to get your rap history. If you are new to Brentwood Gardens, you should definitely come. We have incredible, speaking of incredible people, that's Rob Sizzle up on the screen, everyone. Our awesome security guard / dancer / comedian, Rob Sizzle. Rob Sizzle shaking it like it's hot. Rob's birthday, is it this month? Oh my gosh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Rob. Rob, are we allowed to say how old? Rob Sizzle is ageless. Rob Sizzle's 59, everyone. Give Rob Sizzle a happy shout out. Hey! Listen, when you move like that, you gotta be super, super proud. 59 years old, going super strong. Not that 59 is old. Let's make that clear. But like when you dance like a 29-year-old, you have to say how old you are. That's pretty epic. Go Rob, go Rob. It's your birthday. It was your birthday on Saturday. It's not your birthday today. But happy birthday to our buddy Rob. Yay! I made a new friend today. I think with my buddy, is it Kate? Yes, my buddy Kate. We'll be right back after this. We're going to talk to Kate momentarily. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Yay! literally just like were walking by and we just started talking, and little did we know we had so much in common. You are a fresh executive producer, getting into writing. You're a
Yes.
mom of two girls.
Correct,
Right?
yep.
One is a musician who we're going to try to get on the Michelle Show.
Yes.
And you also play tennis, and you're just like, you are so fascinating. We sat and we talked for how long? We must have talked for like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. I came in here. I just needed to go to the bank because my card wasn't working. And then I happened to pass by and I thought, wow, this is really cool. And last time I was here, it wasn't here. And then I saw you and your cool glasses.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
then we started chatting and it was just an instant connection.
Instant connection.
Yeah.
I love, like, I mean, can we talk about the movie that you told me about? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Like you executive produced, what's the name of the film?
It's called Way Down Bundy, and it's an independent film with my tennis partner. Actually, she was my tennis partner first, and then she is also executive producer, and she was the one that sent me the script, and I read it, and I was actually going through cancer treatment, and I said to myself, if I make it through this, I'm doing this film. And I made it through, and we did the film, and it's now hopefully it'll get in some festivals, and it's really exciting. It's very
I'm
exciting.
so excited for you.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. And while you were talking in the studio, I asked you if you were a writer because you're so funny, and you can tell for me because I'm a writer. When I hear the way people talk, I can say, oh, she's a writer and doesn't know it, or like
For me, I'm one of those people that can sing in the shower. I'm like the best. I don't know if it's number one, the acoustics, but it's also that there's nobody listening.
Yeah.
And I think I sound fabulous.
I'm sure
but
you do.
No, I don't actually. When I'm out of the shower, I think I could be a rock star in the shower.
well,
like
your
many
daughter's
people.
a singer, so maybe
But
that's
yes,
the thing.
she actually, she's she's a really amazing singer, and she is, and she wrote some songs, and she actually has 2 of her songs are in the film, which is really
Awesome.
exciting.
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And
how does she feel about that?
She's excited.
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, she's really excited, and she has a little part. And it's funny because in the film, she sings horribly. It's like a spoof. Her part, so she sings this off key, like she has a moment, but she was a total trooper and loved doing it. And so she just Nocturnal Eyes. Is her EP. She just it's on Spotify. So anyone, Marina Vanoff, it's Nocturnal
Marina.
Eyes. Yeah.
Get her on the show.
And and she's an inspiration to me. Both my girls are.
Aww, I bet that you're an inspiration to them.
Well, I hope so. And but yeah, so back to the writing. It's like singing in the shower. I have this. I would love to be a writer. Yeah, I would love to write that. But I'm always, it's my own insecurity that holds me back. And I've decided after meeting you, no, I'm gonna do this.
After meeting me, I feel so special.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing, Kate? And look at you. You're an inspiration. You're really inspiring. I love talking to you, and you just never know. I do believe people are put into your life for a reason.
100%. I believe in that very
thank you
much.
Thank you, universe.
Yeah. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe, for having us connect. I really do believe there are people that we can't see it, that like they're guiding us, or pushing us. Did you ever see Adjustment Bureau?
Nope.
I remember seeing bits of it, but apparently it's like these two people are not supposed to be together, or they're supposed to be together, but they have guides or angels are pushing them, or
I like that.
And I do believe every person we meet is for our highest good, if we allow it to be that way. If we allow it to believe that every interaction is for the betterment of us, whether because we can interpret it as good or bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tragedy could be losing someone, but in reality they were only supposed to get you to a certain they were only supposed to go with you to a certain part of the journey, and then you keep going and you go on, and they're going to guide you after that. Or listen, I thank God, knock on wood, I haven't experienced too much, but I have.
Yeah.
But in terms of abuse and all of that, I've heard so many stories where people found their voice after being a victim of abuse and all that. Not saying that's to go out and find it, but
No.
pain
I believe
help
out of
you.
out of tragedy. I mean, I'd heard from people who had breast cancer or cancer that they said that cancer was the best thing almost that happened in their life, or it
Wow.
was that pivotal moment. And looking back, it was the scariest thing that happened to me. But it was also, I think, if you're open to it, one of the better things. It helped me take that next I never would have said yes to. I'm going to throw caution to the wind and I'm going to do this with this film. I never would have if I hadn't been sitting there really, really sick and saying, if not now, when? And that's like with the writing. If not now,
right?
when?
If
What am
not
I waiting
now,
for?
Exactly.
And
You
so
do it.
people like you get put in your life, and then they help you remember those things. And so, yeah.
Oh, I'm glad
Yeah.
that I was that for
Yeah,
you,
because
in passing.
yeah, this past week has been a really. I lost a friend to breast cancer, and she was only 36. And it's and then you say, what her purpose. I don't know. I don't even begin to know why certain things happen, but I have to believe that. She rang her bell. Everybody,
Yes.
you climb that, you're on the climber and the wall climber, and there's the bell, and maybe she rang her personal bell, and I don't know what her next journey is going to be.
Yeah.
But that reminded me that I still have things to do before I
Oh yeah,
ring
you're
the bell.
not going anywhere. You
Yeah,
have, you
no,
got
knock
like,
wood.
got
Yeah.
stuff going on. You got a lot of
Yeah.
stuff going on that needs to be accomplished. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. That's for sure.
So,
At least
yeah.
that's the vibe I'm getting.
I hope
I'm
so.
not a Dalai Lama or anything. But what I do know is I know that there's like a book in you or a movie in you or something. Like the writing is definitely calling your name. I know it's calling my name because I have this show, this daily show, which I'm super grateful for, and I help produce other people's shows here at Studio Place. So if anyone wants a podcast or a talk show, they can come and contact me I think it's, Andy, can you pull it up real quick? Production at studioplacela.com. Production at studioplacela.com. So if you feel like you have a show bubbling up inside of you, whether it's unscripted or scripted, you can still contact me. But we do mostly unscripted stuff here at the studio. But that being said, I told you that how Andy and I met is because I heard a voice that I needed to be hosting. And I, before that, heard a voice I needed to be writing. And I wrote a whole show and produced it and did the whole 5-episode thing. The Charlotte Chronicles, if you're watching, you should check it out. It's a really fun
I can't wait to
show.
check it out,
It's
by the
a
way.
super fun show. But I hear the voice again to write now. And I told you that
I
I'm
love
working
that
on a
plan.
movie.
Yeah, and I love you told me, I can't wait to, you told me a little synopsis. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Actually, I actually was feeling like I want to somehow be a part of it. So
Oh, I would
there
love
you go.
that.
I'm throwing it down.
Well, I love listening to you, and you're so funny. Like, I mean, I looked at Andy, and I was just laughing hysterically at the things that were coming out of your mouth, like, just so naturally funny. It just
Thank you.
like, just even like your thought process. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am her. You are me. Like, I get it. We're like, it's funny.
There was a flow.
There was totally a flow. Special shout out to Sherry Elise if you're watching. I too am the same with her. Like, she films Good Morning Joy, and so it's fun to see like yourself and other people, and it's fun to be like, oh my gosh, like she has the same funny bone as me.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
it was
like
super
that.
cool. It was super cool.
Yeah.
I love this. Yet you just never know. Expect the unexpected. Like, you just
Totally. Expect the unexpected. I had no idea that I was going to be sitting here talking to
On a
talking
talk
to-
show.
No, not at all.
Say-
I was just trying to get my ATM card to work because I put the wrong number in too many times, so it was frozen.
So wait, where,
And,
where were you? Where?
I
What
was at
ATM?
City National right
Oh,
over there.
I didn't even know that there was a bank
there's
over
a City
there.
National,
There we go.
and the ATM didn't even work. But so I didn't get to get any money, but I got more than money. I got to meet you guys. And
yes.
this is, I'm going to put a plug for Studio Place. It's super, super cool.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
really cool.
I do like to think that it's super cool. It's been an absolute pleasure making Studio Place come to life, like here in Brentwood Gardens, and experiencing the magic, because it is magical. I think a lot of people don't know what to expect when it's coming to content creation, that like anything can happen. And I think when you're creating things, magic really happens if you allow it.
I think if you allow it. And that's the theme that you've been telling me, listen to the voice of the calling and let things happen. And if I can just put my fear away and let it happen, like even walking
Yeah.
in here, there was a moment, and you said you noticed
I
that there
felt
was
it.
a moment of
You're
like,
I don't know.
do I want to go in there? I'm
right?
just, I was just getting my validation and stuff, and then I'm
You're
so
on
glad
your way
I
out.
did.
I'm like, come on in.
No,
come
I'm
on,
so
be
glad
part
I
of the
did.
fun. I know. I'm so glad that you did too.
Yeah, because now I want to write. I want to do I'm like, oh, I should get a podcast going.
Oh, I
You know what
love
mean?
that. I
Yeah.
love that. For me, I'm inspired by people when I sit across from them, and we had another show called Good Day Live, where I would sit across from people, and one of the things I believe my gifts is to see in other people shows, right? So somebody will sit across from me. Oh, we got somebody saying hi in the chat. Hello, hello.
How do you know that? Where is that?
Just down in the corner.
Oh.
Andy's. Oh, is it J Lo? I can't see because I've got my sunglasses on.
Hello.
What
And
do
I'm
we got?
keeping
What do
them
we
on.
got? They like your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Freddie, thank you, Freddie.
Thanks. It grew back.
Aw.
Yes.
Did it completely go?
I was bald as a cue ball. Yes. Yeah.
Wow, and your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
Thanks.
special shout out from Freddie. Thank you, Freddie.
Thank you, Freddie.
My mom too went through cancer, and I have to say she became even more. It's hard to even fathom that she was even more beautiful after everything. Like she's just prettier and prettier and prettier. Not like, and she would. It's so funny because we both have naturally curly hair, and we straighten our hair. My mom recently passed, but she said like she got the hair she always wanted. And it was straight,
Yeah.
but beautiful and like a platinum white. And I mean, literally, she just got prettier. And it was hard because like when I was sitting across from her in hospice, even the doctors were like, I can't believe your mom is like physically in the state she is, looking the way she looks. Like she looked
Yeah.
like she's gorgeous,
She's kind
gorgeous
of
woman.
glowing, and maybe she was
Beautiful.
soaking in everything.
I don't know. She just always had that. She had this very like magnetic ability. Like she's just very magnetic, but like even more so after everything. So it's wild. But I don't even know how I got on the topic of that. Maybe
Well, I
because we were
don't know.
talking about like writing and all of that. But yeah.
and being open to things, and you know what? Is it Rob Shizzle?
Oh, Rob Sizzle.
Rob
Oh,
Shizzle.
Yes.
I met him before. It's so it's just funny, but I put the valet because I wanted to come and watch your podcast after we chatted. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta check it out. And I gave my car to the parking area. You have to leave your keys. I didn't, so I'm heading up the escalator, and they're like, "Your keys, ma'am."
Oh.
And so so Rob was coming. He was on the escalator behind me, and he said, "Hand me your keys." And so I handed him the keys, and he went down the up escalator and handed them the keys. And I thought, wow, that's such a nice guy.
Rob.
And then he was sitting there, and now I got to see him dance.
Yeah,
and
he's an incredible dancer. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's our own like Jimmy Kimmel. Like Jimmy Kimmel has like a security guard who's funny.
Yeah.
Now we have a security guard that's funny.
Yeah.
Again,
And
not
has
like-
some moves,
and
too.
has incredible moves. We were not anticipating any of that. It's so funny. This is where I remember I was going with this. Good Day Live. I would sit across from people and be like, "That's a show idea," or "This is that,"
yeah.
and like I just would be able to see it, like, "Oh wow!" So like you inspire me when I sat across from you, and like
Nice.
all these ideas were coming to me. And it's interesting. So my mom was a clinical psychologist, and I always wanted to be a writer ever since I was really little. But I was told that I was a really bad writer, so I just went into acting.
That's so
Bad. I was told. Well,
yeah.
I was terrible at grammar. Who's good in grammar? Really?
No one.
You might be.
I mean,
actually.
no. Well, I am maybe. No, I'm not.
Right? Like I was just
No.
terrible. I think I still am pretty bad. I got better, but like I'm still pretty bad. But one thing that I know how to do is talk
Yeah.
and like hear like listen to how people talk. And so I would write out story ideas. Like when I believe I was 6 years old, I had the idea for the story of Life of Pi, of a kid in a boat and a tiger and all this stuff. And
Wow.
I was reading it to my mom, and she's like, "Let me see this." And I handed it to her, and there were like little words like all over the page. She was like, "I got to get you tested." And I kind of stopped writing, and then
Yeah,
I would
that's-
act.
That's
And
sad though.
It's sad, but I think it's also like people are doing the very best that they can, right? So like
Yeah.
my teachers would look at it and be like, "Yeah, she's not a good writer. Like she's just like it's like chicken scratch." But when she talks,
Yeah.
it's so clear. Like her ideas are so clear. So then eventually, it's funny how people are put on your path, right? I dated this guy. Oh, there's Rob Sizzle on the screen.
Go, Rob.
Go, Rob.
It was your birthday.
It was your birthday. We're still partying
Aw,
like
he's
it's
so
your birthday.
cute.
He's so cute.
He's really cute. Eddie's just as cute in person.
He's very cute in person. Ladies, I believe he is off the market, if that is a market. But yeah, he's adorable. We love Rob. Rob Sizzle. Look at that. Look at those
Yeah,
dance
I'd love
moves.
to. He's got great dance. I'd like to go dancing with him. It
Yes.
makes me want to dance.
Well, we are going to have live performances here on Friday, so I encourage you to come on back with your daughters if possible. If not, you got to come back again.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was just saying that it's funny how people you meet put you on your path. And so I came out here for acting and I got like little bit parts and all this great stuff and was on a bunch of shows. And then I felt like, didn't feel like right. Something was off. And I couldn't figure out what it was. And I met this guy, as one does. And the relationship it was not all bad. It was not all good. But what I did learn was, he was like, "You're not that great of an actress." And I was like, "Wait, what?" Wait
That's
a
the
second.
thing you thought you had, too.
Wait, I'm not that great of an actress? What do you think I'm good at? And he was like, "I think you're a really good writer." And I was like,
Oh my God.
"What?
Yeah.
What is happening?" So then I
Yeah.
stopped acting. It's funny. Don't listen to everyone, but when
No.
it registers with you, with inside, I think that's what
Finding your joy.
finding your joy, right?
My youngest daughter, it's interesting. And actually, one of the I actually do have I have a voice. I do. Actually, I can sing. But when I get around people, it tightens up.
Why
And
do
you
you
know
think that
why?
is?
Because when we moved from my mom had remarried, whatever, we moved and I started this school here in LA, actually, John Thomas Dye, and I was the new kid, and they had us sing. We had to try out, and mine was 5 golden rings, and I practiced it, and then we went in our first rehearsal, and it was in front of everybody, and I whatever, and she told me I couldn't sing. And I actually
told
was
you that?
the music teacher. She was like, "Oh, you really can't sing very well."
Oh my- who has
we
the
were sort
nerve
of
to say
assigned.
that?
We were assigned parts, and and I used to blush uncontrollably.
Aw.
Yes. So yeah, and
Wait,
it
this
was
a
really
teacher who
great.
said
A
this
teacher
to you?
told me I couldn't
Where
sing.
are teachers getting
And my younger
audacity?
daughter, who's a really good, she was just a wonderful artist, like as a little child, because both of mine were pretty early risers. So I'd be like, oh, and I'd give them the paints and stuff and let them just do stuff. And my younger one did this painting that was of a handbag, and it had the essence of, it was so perfect that my mother-in-law hung it in her house. And that was before school. Then she got to school, and her art teacher kind of told her she wasn't a good artist.
What's wrong with these teachers?
Yeah, and so
These are they private school teachers?
This was a private school, yeah.
Yeah,
and,
I got that from my private school.
and John Thomas Dye was the. I know the.
I think I'm seeing a trend. I think the private schools are not getting it right.
Yeah. So and actually, and then she went to Malibu High she felt kind of like a competent artist. Shout out to the Malibu High art teacher.
Shout out to
That's
Malibu
there
High.
now. He. The art teacher there, and I wish I knew his name. He made her feel like she could do art again.
That's amazing.
And
Maybe there's something to
10th grade. She took her till 10th
Wild.
grade.
Yes, I think it's wild how people can either
You wear
bring
the
out
attribute.
the best.
You
Yes,
start to wear somebody else's opinion of you, and
Totally.
it shuts down people.
Well,
So-
what I am learning is to register with people. Like when somebody says something that connects with you, there's something there. So if somebody,
Yeah, I
so
like that.
when he said you're not that great of an actress, I was like, oh, I was feeling that at the time. I was feeling, well, my friends were getting called in for like all these ABC, like Disney things, and I wasn't getting called for anything. And I was just like, maybe he's right. Like maybe I'm not a good actor. But had I not had that relationship, I wouldn't have started writing again.
Yeah,
It's wild.
and doing this because you're a
Yes.
great host
Thank
and you're
you.
expressive and you have all the qualities that would make a good actress. And I actually beg to differ because I just saw the snippet you showed me of the Charlotte Chronicles, and I thought you were really good. Like I can't wait to go home and watch it. I thought it was really, really good, and I
thanks.
thought you were really charming and good and looked professional. So
Thank you.
maybe it's just you needed to hear that, not
Yes.
that you're not a good actress. Maybe you just needed to hear that you have other or whatever. You know
Yeah,
what I
other
mean?
attributes because we're all diamonds. Like we're all diamonds.
Many
in,
facets.
Yes,
I
we
love
have
that.
many facets, and thank you for saying that. Yes, shout out to SAG-AFTRA. I'm not part of the Writers Guild yet, but like I will say that and a special shout out to UCLA Professional Programs because they really helped me hone in on my voice. It's 2016, I was there for acting for the camera, 2018 for TV writing, and 2020 for producing.
Wow,
And
that's-
it was
yeah.
an incredible experience. I can't wait to talk to you guys over at UCLA. I'm super excited. On October 30th, about content creation and creating your own stuff. Because for me, I felt a disconnect. I would be handed scripts and I would be like, yeah, that's not me. I didn't feel like I'm a great actress, but I'm a great actress to a certain point. Like,
I get it.
like-
when if it's in your wheelhouse.
yes, if it's in my wheelhouse, I would
Yeah.
look at something. They sent me out. I have to laugh at this. I was sent out for a CSI part of a drug addict, and but she had like super dark hair, and like I did have super dark hair, but I laugh at it because it was very stereotypical, and I was just like, yeah, I can't play that part. I just couldn't go there. I just
Yeah,
didn't, and it
didn't-
wasn't like it wasn't in my wheel. Oh, there it is. There I am.
Yeah.
There's the Charlotte Chronicles, which
love
is
it.
thank you, which is live. Will be live at the LA Film Festival, live November 18th. So if you are in the LA area, come on down to Regal Cinema. We'll
will
be
be
on a
there.
70-foot screen. Yes, I am so excited to
there.
have you there. My new friend Kate, and all the incredible cast members. This was a 22-person show, meaning like there were 22 people involved total. We filmed this over 2021, and we did 5 episodes. Everyone just came from a place of joy, and meaning like, you know, the world had just kind of shut down. It was starting to reopen, and everyone just wanted to make it the best show that it could possibly be. And I sat down with each person and I said, what is your goal? Because I could only pay production. And we sat down and we talked about what the goals were. And I said, I want my intention for every person that works on it to get their next paying job. And I'm happy to report that everyone that's part of the Charlotte Chronicles has achieved that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It looks really funny, happy. It looks joyous.
Thank
it looks
you.
like a good shot of happiness and, what is it? The happy hormones that you get.
Dopamine that we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good shot of
dopamine.
dopamine.
I will say, hearing people say my words out of their mouth, I don't know if that's a narcissist comment, but hearing people actually memorize the lines and saying it on set was the coolest experience.
I bet.
And I'm sure you're going to have that experience soon.
I hope.
I can see, I feel it from you.
feel it.
I feel it from you. I don't know what it is, but I feel it from you. And maybe, yeah, it is to work on the movie that I was telling you about.
Yeah, all I can say is I'm glad we met.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thanks for being such an open space to share. And I do feel a very, like, I don't know, like, kinetic energy with you. And I feel, like, really, really grateful that you went to Citibank
Me
and
too.
didn't get your money, but you came
Yeah.
over here and got my buddy Bruce Cardenas, if you're watching, he says that our net worth is in our network and our relationships.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
so
I like
I
that.
believe relationships are where, as I'm growing, is where it's all about. So
I like
I'm
that.
excited.
Well, thank you.
I'm excited
Yeah.
for you, Kate.
Well, and I think besides your new friend, I am your new fan too. I just think, and you too, Andy, back there.
Shout out to Andy Wallman. He hates being shout out.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Shout him out. Andy Wallman is the magic behind all of these incredible performances, incredible
lovely.
productions outside of Studio Place, in Studio Place, and has been an incredible person in my life.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
seems it. I
Yeah.
find him here very lovely and charming
Aww.
kind of guy.
Are you a loving and charming guy? We'll call Felicia up. Just kidding. Felicia's his wife. Hi, Felicia, if you're
Well, I
watching.
don't know if he's loving, but he's lovely. He's lovely and he's charming.
Giving you a hard time. What's that? Carl's watching. Hey, Carl.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going? We love Carl. Carl Jones
Hi, Carl.
is a linebacker at UCLA.
Oh, wow.
He was on the show the other day. So, hi, Carl.
Cool.
Carl's incredible. He's going to have a podcast inside of Studio Place. So I'm excited for him. And his brother is an incredible rapper.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that cool?
Talented
There's
family.
Super talented family. And what's cool about them is that you can see that family is so important. And I asked him who made him, and he said other than his mom, his grandfather. He actually would go to work with his grandpa. Is it so cute?
That's
I just
really
think
nice.
it's super cute
Yeah.
and nice to hear from.
That's lovely.
It
That
is.
is lovely. Family, it's family can make or break.
Oh, there he is. There's Carl on the
Oh.
big screen. You can see Carl go UCLA Bruins. That's him. I think we're going to get a minute of him dancing in a hot second. I could be wrong. Is that the clip where he starts dancing, Andy? There he is. Wait, what number? Ooh, that does not look. Oh, he's number 4.
4. Oh,
there he is. Go, Carl.
He's-
Yes, you know that music. I asked him. I said, "What song was playing?" And he said, "In his head." He was
Oh,
playing-
I love that.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, we're playing it again, I think. This is UCLA versus Colorado. And wait for it. Hey, wait. Number 4.
Where is he?
Wait,
There he
number what?
is.
35? Okay. Oh, 35. Okay.
Oh, now
well, anyway.
I was looking at 4
Yeah,
on this one.
I was telling Carl, I don't really know. Oh, there he goes.
There's 36. Was it 30? His hair. He has a
Yeah,
long hair,
he
so it
has,
was hard to tell.
Gray hair. Everyone on this show everyone that comes on the show ends up having gray hair.
Oh.
There he goes. And down. And I don't know enough about
Dog
football.
pile.
But I said what I love about football is that it connects people. Like,
It
I don't
does.
watch football, but I
Me
know
neither.
that it connects so many people, and people get so excited for their teams. I'm
Me
all about
too.
community. I
Yeah.
love community, and family is what you make of it, right? Like,
Yeah.
whether it's between people that we, like, are born into
Mm-hmm.
or, like, through friends that we connect with.
I love that. The family that you choose and the family that you didn't choose, that you were born with.
Right.
And both are important. And if you don't have
Totally.
one, you get the other.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
Or maybe you're lucky enough to have both.
Ooh,
You know?
yes. I feel like I was lucky enough to have both. I feel very, very lucky. I'm getting like a roundabout way to wrap things up. I don't want to wrap things up. Kate, you're so lovely.
Thank you. Back at you.
Aw, thank you so much. Let people know how they can like see your movie and how they
I
can
will.
connect
Way
with
Down
you.
Bundy. Hopefully it'll be coming out and streaming near you. And then, and my daughter Marina Vanoff, Nocturnal Eyes on Spotify.
Yeah.
And her EP, and and maybe I'll have a Studio Place podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know
That
doing
would
what,
be amazing. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Expect
Never
the
know.
unexpected. Kate, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you for
my special guest today.
but thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Hey, wherever you are, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. And stay weird, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, with my new friend, Lisa. We're going to talk about all amazing things. She's an incredible licensed marriage family therapist. And stay weird. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.